Let's take a look at your top headlines tonight. These stories are real new now. Well, Ozark City is in hot water tonight after the Missouri Attorney General sues them for enforcing traffic ticket quotas. We speak with a resident who says it's about time they get this investigated.
SPS has made securing schools a top priority. We take you inside one of the district's new secure entry points.
An officer was killed in the line of duty in Fayetteville, Arkansas. His connection to the Ozarks and how he's being remembered.
Real, new, now. This is Ozarks Fox News at 9.
Well, good evening and thanks for joining us tonight for Ozarks Fox News at 9. I'm John Adams.
And I'm Jennifer Abreu. Let's get right into our top story tonight.
The city of Marshfield is being sued by Missouri's Attorney General for allegedly trying to reach traffic ticket quotas. Attorney
General Eric Schmidt says Marshfield Police Chief Doug Fannin told officers to write 16 citations per month. If they didn't, it would reflect on their performance evaluations. Our Madison Heaver is here to explain the lawsuit and the city's response. Madison, what did you find out today?
Yeah, Jen, under Missouri law, it's illegal to enforce a traffic ticket quota. That's because of a law that Schmidt actually helped pass when he was in the Senate. The lawsuit says an officer who's since resigned confronted the chief about the problem and claims he was threatened with a felony if he brought it up to the allegation to Schmidt. The suit claims statistics show the number of citations in Marshfield increased from under 400 in 2016 to over 1,300 in 2018. In that same time, interstate highway tickets also went up and warnings went down. We talked with Anita Lesser, who works in Marshfield. She says she's happy Schmidt is pursuing the suit.
I see it all the time right here in our parking lot, so across the street, every time you turn around, someone's getting pulled over. I mean, about every 5-10 minutes. I'm glad. I'm glad at least something's getting looked into about it.
Now, Madison, what is the city saying about this lawsuit?
Yeah, Jen, we tried talking to the city and the police chief, but no one was available to talk with us today. But about 3 hours after we received the press release from the Attorney General's office, we also received a release from the city of Marshfield saying, quote, as of the close of business today at 4:30 p.m., the city of Marshfield had not been served with such a lawsuit. I spoke with the Attorney General's press secretary, and he did say the suit was filed today with Webster County, and he expects the city to be served soon.
Is the city denying these claims at this point then?
Yeah, actually, in fact, the city denied all allegations the Attorney General's office made in the release the city sent today. It said, quote, the city's increase in traffic ticket revenues are easily attributable to the city hiring additional officers in each of the past 2 years to keep pace with the community's growth. Plus, the city says radar guns were added to more patrol cars, which could lead to the increase.
All right, thanks, Madison. We'll continue following this lawsuit and keep you updated right here on Ozarks Fox.
Well, making local news tonight, Springfield Public Schools made building safety one of the main tenets of this year's bond measure, and now we're seeing those results. Pershing K-8 school started using its new secure 2-point entry system today. Previously, one door was all that stood between visitors and children in those classrooms. Visitors now have no access to any part of the school besides the office. The secretary will have to verify your identity before letting you into the building.
This has been so well received from staff because it really helps just the day-to-day operations, verifying that we know who's in the building and how we can best support their business in the building. It really is a peace of mind for us from a day-to-day operations standpoint.
Well, this is part of Springfield Public Schools' Proposition S improvement plan. 17 sites have been completed so far. The rest are expected to be completed by the start of next school year. You can find the timeline, photos, and costs all on our website, ozarksfirst.com.
Students and staff at Southwest Baptist University are mourning the loss of a former student, Stephen Carr. Carr was a police officer in Fayetteville, Arkansas. He was killed in the line of duty over the weekend. Carr graduated from SBU in 2015 and was a member of the Bearcat football team. Head coach Robert Clardy told us about the moment he heard about Carr's passing.
Shock. Didn't want to believe it at first. It's just, always tough to lose, someone young who, has such a bright future ahead of them and makes such a great positive impact on the world. To see, his life taken so so quick. Obviously, it was a very emotional time for everyone in our SBU family, but Fayetteville Police Department and Stevens family, we all, obviously our prayers are out to them.
Carr was ambushed and killed by a gunman in the parking lot of the Fayetteville Police Department on Saturday night while he was sitting in his patrol car. The man was shot and killed by 2 other officers.
We're learning more tonight about efforts to curb gun violence across Missouri. If you recall, Governor Mike Parson invited city leaders and police chiefs to the Capitol last month to discuss changes that could help. Well, today we got the chance to ask Springfield Police Chief Paul Williams about the meeting, and he told us about one goal the group has.
Sometimes people don't want to come forward and talk about what happened because they're fearful. So providing some avenue for law enforcement to be able to protect those people, so some funding for that. We have no way to do that right now. That would help with investigations initially, getting people to come forward, and then during the course of investigation, during the course of a trial, when someone is then testifying, to be able to keep them safe.
We will have much more with Chief Williams tomorrow night when our own David Oliver sits down for a 2-part conversation with the chief. That's tomorrow night right here on Ozarks Fox.
Taking a look around the Ozarks now, a local fire department is using a traditional Christmas decoration to help save lives. The Southern Stone County Fire Protection District now has a wreath on the front of its building with light bulbs that have a special meaning. The Red Wreath campaign is designed to bring awareness as the number of fires go up during the holiday season. Each white bulb represents the number of structure fires the district had this season. Public Information Officer Eric Nielsen hopes it will be a reminder for people.
This is a very highly traveled section of the road, obviously, and so when people drive by and they see that there's another white light added, maybe that's going to make them think a little bit more about fire safety at their own home.
Right now, there are 2 white bulbs in the wreath representing 2 structure fires the department responded to this past weekend.
Well, for some soldiers in training stationed at Fort Leonard Wood, getting home to family for Christmas can be impossible due to various reasons. That's why Springfield Mayor Ken McClure, along with several local businesses, will be welcoming hundreds of soldiers from the base to town on December the 23rd. Local businesses and others help to create the Home for the Holidays event for trainees. The event will include a welcome home rally, and participants will also be treated to entertainment at various venues in town, as well as a taste of Springfield dinner buffet. Our Chris Six spoke with Command Sergeant Major James Breckenridge, who says the event will mean so much to those men and women.
When they learn what the city of Springfield is doing for them on their day, they're going to be blown away.
Well, local business partners have stepped up to cover the costs of that trip, including transportation.
In medical coverage now, while flu season may just be getting started, 3 deaths are already being blamed on the illness. The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services did not release any information on the victims. The total number of flu cases in the state has topped 1,500. 6 people have also died in Arkansas from flu-related symptoms. The department is urging people to get vaccinated, avoid contact with sick people, and wash your hands thoroughly and often.
Well, turning to weather coverage now, a cold front brought windy conditions and heavy snow to central Iowa earlier today. Look at that, leading to a 50-vehicle crash on the interstate. 1 person was injured in that accident. The crash involved several semi-trucks and passenger vehicles as well. According to the National Weather Service, temperatures were around 20 degrees in Des Moines today around noontime, and a cold front came through our area today too. Felt much better earlier today, not quite as good now.
And you saw in that video right there, one of the worst feelings when you press the brakes and nothing happens and you keep going. Yeah, we don't have to deal with anything like that, although we are getting some of that cold air. In fact, it moved in today. Temperatures, they've been relatively mild the last 7 days or so. We get a shot of cold and then we're back to our mild ways. I'll have more on that in your forecast coming up.
You're watching Ozarks Fox News at 9 with John Adams, Jennifer Abreu, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner.